Welcome to the Morning Swim Show on this Wednesday, September 15th, 2010. I'm Jeff Cummings, filling in today for Peter Bush, and if there were a Morning Swim Show Hall of Fame, today's guest would definitely be a member. We always love having Elizabeth Beisel on the show to talk about her life in and out of the pool, and she's been pretty busy in the past month. She won 2 gold medals in the Pan Pacific Championships, then almost immediately afterwards packed up her belongings and headed south from Rhode Island to the University of Florida, where she is now a freshman. And Elizabeth is here now in the Finis Monitor from Gainesville. Elizabeth, how are you doing today?
Awesome. How are you guys?
Doing great. Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you. Good to be back.
So tell us what's been like at Gainesville the past few weeks.
It's been awesome. Dryland has been tough. Classes have started. We're all sort of still moving in a little bit into the dorms, just getting situated. But it's been so much fun. It's been something that I wasn't really sure what to expect. Training-wise, it's so different from Bluefish. Like, we're doing a lot of dryland right now. It's pretty intense. Something that I've never done before. But and we're drilling in the pool, which is different as well from Bluefish because we would always start off heavy. But it's definitely a breath of fresh air to be somewhere new. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. The coaching staff is great. Team is awesome. So looking forward to this season, definitely.
So you said dryland's been new. Tell us about some of the new things that you're doing.
Everything's new for me. We never really did much on Bluefish, but we do Gator Mountains, which is in Florida Football Stadium, which is absolutely enormous. It's like you run all the way up on all the steps. It's 90 steps, but times 2 because they do it like every other. And we'll do that like 8 or 9 times without really any rest. You just run back down and keep going. And then we run like 5.5 miles, like it's no big, but I'm like, and everybody's like, oh yeah, this is fun. But it's awesome. Everybody has a great attitude here. Everybody's very supportive. We're always behind each other, which is something cool that I didn't really have club swimming. College swimming, I can already tell, is very team oriented, and I'm looking forward to first dual meets and stuff like that. So,
you have to adjust to that Florida humidity too.
Do you see this? It's huge right now. It's so hot. It's so humid. But definitely it'll be good in the winter when it's not like 3 feet of snow like it would be in Rhode Island. So, I'll adjust. I'll be fine.
So I understand you had a little incident there at your first week or so in Florida involving giving some blood. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh. I am it's like a phobia. I don't know. I'm like deathly afraid of needles. And of course, first week, my scooter isn't working for some reason. I'm always late to class because I have no idea where I'm going, and practice is hard. And so we had 6 a.m. practice, and USADA shows up, and I'm like, all right, I can pee. That's easy enough. And then they're like, oh, by the way, it's urine and blood. So I literally immediately start crying. I bawl my eyes out, and we're sitting in sort of the swim offices. It's to my right now. You can't see it. But I'm on the couch and I'm convulsing because I'm so nervous with needles. And the phlebotomist was great that drew the blood, but it's something that is awful for me. And the guy who took my blood was like, you should probably get help. And I was like, I'm okay. I'm psychologically fine. I just hate needles. So that was a trauma in itself. And then I had to go right back into stadiums after that. But just glad that's over with.
Well, I guess that's going to be one of the things you'll have to get used to as you, every time USADA shows up to give you a new test, you're probably going to be a little bit afraid of, is this going to be blood or is this just going to be urine this time?
I know.
Well, let's talk about Pan Pacs. You won the 200 back and 400 IM after what you told us was a less than great nationals. How were you able to regroup and swim faster at Pan Pacs?
I think a lot of it had to do with me missing my taper at nationals, but more so me just being sort of not in my right mind at nationals. For some reason, I was just really nervous. I was like, no more technical suits, who's going to go fast, who's going to go slower, and I was worrying about things that I personally could not control. And that, I think, is one of the reasons why I swam. I didn't swim poorly at nationals, but not to the expectations that I had for myself. And I think after training camp at Pan Pacs, a ton of the coaches were like, Beisel, you can do this, you'll be fine. And that really just sort of, boosted my confidence going into Pan Pacs. And I didn't really have a great 800 back the first day of Pan. I had no idea what to expect. But Pan Pacs was very stressful because it was like, okay, top 2 make it at finals, top 3, 3 people get a swim, but only top 2 times make it. So you had to swim super fast in the morning. I think the morning of the 400 IM, I just went for it, and I had to do that. And after that swim, I think I knew that I was going to have a better meet than nationals. So, it all turned out fine, luckily. But I definitely learned a lot of things throughout nationals and Pan Pacs about, where my mentality has to be at a swim meet like that, and just not to worry about anything else.
Did that 434 in the 400 IM surprise you a little bit?
After after the prelim swim, I looked at the scoreboard and I was like, what? I definitely not expecting that. That's what I've been going consistently, with suits on for the past 2 years. That's what I won at Olympics. That's what I went in Rome. So for me to do that without a suit really a lot. And now I know that I can be there or be even better than that. So hopefully next summer be even faster. But we'll see. So it'll be interesting.
Well, speaking of next summer, it's the World Championships. Are you the type of person that is already looking ahead to that, or do you prefer to just focus on what you have to do in the present?
No, I'm definitely looking ahead to that. I love long course swimming, but I'm very excited for this whole year to see how it plays out and stuff. But I feel like World Championships is like the main meet that I have in the back of my mind focusing on. So, that's the main focus, but obviously NC2A is the main focus until March, and then it'll be World Championships. So it's always back in there.
So we at Swimming World have been discussing a lot of the options that you have regarding your 3 events in NCAAs. Have you and Coach Troy been talking about any of those options yet?
We actually haven't sat down yet, but there's definitely a wide variety from what I've heard of him, like between him and Chuck talking. They think it'd be a good idea to throw in the 500 instead of the 100 back or the 200 IM or something. So not actually sure which way they're swaying. Definitely the 200 back, 400 IM. Third event, I couldn't tell you right now. No idea. So, it'll be interesting to see, what training will do to what event I swim there, and I don't know. We'll play it by ear.
Well, I think on that first day schedule, I think the only thing that we probably won't see you in is that 50 free.
Definitely. I would definitely honestly be last. There is no way in hell I could swim a 50 freestyle fast. No way.
Well, that's okay. I'm sure, 500 free, 200 IM, I'm sure you could be definitely make the final and be a big contender for top 3 at least.
Maybe. I really don't know. It's going to be so different. I haven't really ever raced short course seriously or paid attention to it really for that matter. So I'm definitely looking forward to something new. New people, new group of people, new meets to go to. So I'm very much excited for it.
Yeah, we are excited too. Well, Elizabeth, we know you're a busy girl over there in Florida. You got a lot of things to do. So thanks for taking the time out today to talk to us.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me again. Oh,
it's our pleasure. We'll see you back here soon.
Okay, see ya.
All right, that's Elizabeth Beisel, one of our favorite guests on the show. That's it for the Morning Swim Show today. I'm Jeff Cummings. Peter Bush will be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.